You know what time it is. What's up, guys? Zach back with another workout commentary. This commentary is going to consist of my workout from Monday, August 22nd, and today, Tuesday, August 23rd. Right before we watch the clips, there's just a short little clip of my back. It's about 15 seconds long, just showing some progress overall. Give you guys an idea of what my back looks like right now. I did have surgery last week. You can see the scar right there. Well, hopefully it won't be a scar, but you guys get the idea here. I suck at posing, but just to give you guys an idea of sort of what my back looks like overall. And on to the footage. So all this footage is basically going to be upper body pressing, some pulling as well. I wanted to combine all the footage just because I didn't feel like a lot of it was noteworthy per se. You guys have seen a number of these exercises, so I thought grouping all of them together and releasing a video with some more exercises, a couple things you haven't seen me do recently, would be a good way to spice things up. So first clip here, chest press. I actually just decided to do a big drop set and then some forced reps right here. Got some good old-fashioned body weight dips. I haven't been doing a whole lot of body weight dips. Sometimes if I get too low, I get shoulder pain right in the front of my shoulder. I find that lacrosse balling my pec and the front of my shoulder, especially over the front of the shoulder, sort of where the bicep tendon and anterior delt meet, that seems to really help mitigate any anterior shoulder pain I do get during dip motions or when I'm really deep in a pressing motion. These sets were something like 4 or 5 sets of 12 to 15, just as many as I could get without actually failing. After that, I worked on some pec deck. Once again, I've been dropping the seat, so I believe this is seat setting number 6, and you can see my arms are finally, my hands are just about at shoulder height, which is about where I want to be, and honestly, I felt a better contraction through my pecs doing it this way. So, putting yourself on video, it's not for everybody, and it can be, there are some hang-ups when it comes to shooting video in a gym. Some gyms don't allow it. Sometimes, you're just going to be self-conscious, right? You don't want to be that person that's shooting video, recording themselves. You look like some sort of douchebag, but at some point you got to get over it, especially if you are working towards something bigger and you're putting content together. And it's also just a really good way for you to honestly judge yourself and judge your form. You'll notice a lot of little things that maybe you're doing wrong. Also, other people, other people can certainly help you with your form and what you're actually doing wrong. So it's just a great way to be honest with yourself, keep track of things, and have something to look back on one day. So after that pec deck, I moved on to a high cable fly. I also did a mid fly as well, but I didn't want to incorporate too many flies in this video because it's repetitive. After that, this workout, so this is all from Monday's workout. I did chest and back. I never do chest and back together. Frankly, I really don't like it. I know that people talk about, high frequency, you need to hit everything twice a week, so chest and back together twice a week. It's a good way to hit everything every third or fourth day, but honestly, I just don't like it. I really like to stick with one muscle group. Gets me that mind-muscle connection strong, and it's also, for me, I really like thoroughly fatiguing the muscle I'm working on for the day, and when I'm splitting a lot of time between major muscle groups, I don't give near the effort on both of them, right? Because I'm sort of pacing myself. I'm trying to make sure I don't tire too much on one area so then I can go and hit the other area. I did mix it up. You can see I'm actually doing holds on this exercise. You guys have seen the seated cable row, but I actually mixed it up and did a hold every 5th rep. So I did try to mix it up a little bit just to keep it fun for me, seeing as I picked 5 or 6 chest movements and then I picked 5 or 6 back movements. Of course, with back, I incorporate rows and pull down variations to hit thickness and width. Right here, you guys are going to see I'm working on one lat at a time. So I have a little bit of an issue engaging my right lat sometimes. So I start there, get as many reps as I can, and then I'm just going to match on my left side. I have a better connection with my left lat. So for anybody out there that does have, left to right issues or right to left, Find your weaker side, do your weaker side until it's fatigued, and then on your strong side, just match the weak side. Always do your weak side first, and then your strong side second. This machine's really high up. This is actually the lowest seat setting, and I'm not even that tall. You know, I'm just shy of 6 foot, so I don't know what people that are super tall would do, but definitely don't use this machine. After the isolated pull downs, I moved on to a face pull. Two different variations here. First, my thumb is against the ends of the rope here. A lot of people do them this way. And then here I actually have my pinkies against the ends of the rope. So you guys can try both ways, see what works best for you, keeping in mind, you know, if you're having any shoulder pain, and also where you feel the contraction. You should feel this in between your shoulder blades, but also your rear delts should be working as well. So try to find what works for you, what's most comfortable, and also what's actually hitting the target muscle group the best. I haven't shown a dumbbell pull over yet, but here's a clip. I really enjoy this exercise. Hits a lot of different muscle groups. I was aiming for more lat recruitment here, but you can see my triceps work. Your chest is going to work as well. As far overhead as you can. So anybody that has shoulder issues, I would avoid this exercise till you loosen your shoulders up. But the goal is as far overhead as you can, and then you pull back, driving your elbows to right over your chest. You can see I actually keep the dumbbell from coming too far over my body to keep tension on my lats. These clips are all from this morning. I started off with some light lateral raises, doing drop sets, 20, 17 and a half and 15. That was the weight, and then the reps are somewhere around 15 to 20 per. See, the lighting does my white ghost body a lot of favors there. After that, I moved on to an Arnold press, nice and light. These sets were 12 to 15 reps. Just working on full range of motion, coming all the way down. See your elbows get a little bit lower than your shoulders, and the rotation involved, it's something initially when you start doing this exercise, you need to practice the timing. So I advise going light initially, getting used to it. You will be weaker in that position than if you do a typical dumbbell shoulder press. After that, I once again went and did a standing behind the neck press. This has been feeling better and better ever since I've been loosening up my left shoulder more prior to my pressing workouts. I mean, I used to think that this width grip was damn near impossible to achieve and felt really funky, but it's actually doing better. So I'm happy about that. After the overhead press, I moved on to a lateral raise machine. Seat setting was down on number 5, and I was just trying to avoid driving my elbows too high. That way I could really focus on my lateral delts and a little bit less on my upper traps. I did a few different front delt exercises. Right here, this is just a triple drop set with a 45-pound plate. Then this is the 35. And finally moving to the 25. Keeping reps nice and high, of course, keeping the rest low. And then finally, a few different exercises for my rear delts and my traps. Good rear delt exercise here, basically set up on a seated cable fly with 2 handles and pull back into a W position or a field goal position. Go really, really light. This was only 12.5 pounds. I did 4 sets of 20 here. And then we have one more angle. Once again, nice and light, forming a field goal position, driving your elbows back, and then trying to get your hands almost to where they're stacked right over your shoulder. So if you're looking at it from the side, they'd be back at the same position or angle as your shoulder. So trying to open up the front of your shoulder by squeezing back. And then next exercise you guys have seen, this is just a high reverse fly with cables, sets of 20. Rear delt work, just go lighter than you think you need to, pump it out. Keep the rest short. Really try to work on squeezing your shoulder blades together as well. That's all I got for you today, guys. Past couple days, been feeling a little bit worn down, so I'm excited to sticking with a little less frequency but more volume. So I know I've talked about it before, but I will be getting up a video on my current training split and also my goals for this coming fall and winter. I am going to start lean bulking my way up to 200 pounds. I'm sitting at about 185 right now. So look forward to that video. I'm excited to share with you guys what my plan is. If you enjoy the channel, make sure to subscribe. If you like the video, make sure to like and comment. Love to hear from you guys. Until next time, guys, I am out.